you feel as if there's too much distance, okay? So instead, we opt for the Tarico Plata, all right? I pummel here. Now, his shoulders are up very, very high. First thing first, I've got to get the Kimura. This will not work without a Kimura grip. That's very critical to the move. Now, I take my left foot and I put it on his hip, okay? Now, I'm going to keep taking this foot out, and now I take this, I go from the Kimura to this sort of a post. That's going to give me the space to take this foot and bring it out like so. So my foot was on the inside here, and I started with a Kimura grip. I came up, see how my right foot allows my shoulders and my the side of my head to come onto the mat. Now I post, and this left hand keeps everything in place, and this foot comes out. If at any point during this transition he were to let go of that thigh, like it was like we would go back to a Kimura. It's very easy. So he's keeping that there because of the threat of the Kimura. Right? So this foot comes out, and my leg goes over his forearm. Right? Now, I want to turn so that both my ankles are on top of his shoulder. So if he goes to raise his posture height, there's weight holding him down. All right? Now, I'm going to be honest. There are people that are very big that are still going to be able to raise their shoulders very high. So you've got to be ready for that. Okay? You can still do the move if they raise their shoulders very, very high. Right? But if possible, it's good to keep them as low as you can. All right? Now, the next step we're going to look for is I want to grab his ankle, and now I start an action of turning this way. Okay? Go back one step. No, just knees on the mat. So I start an action of turning him this way. Okay? Now that's going to force a roll just as if we had a traditional Kimura. Okay? The Tarico Plata acts as an attack on the shoulder just as the Kimura does. Okay? Except now I'm making use of my legs in addition to my arms. Alright? So we force a roll. On the roll, it's important that my right foot hits the mat like so. See how my right foot is like just as if I was walking, touches the mat. We don't want like awkward angles the side of her foot. So it goes like so. Now this hand posts on the hip as I come up, and I keep the wrist trapped the crook of my knee. Now I want to curl the leg and walk it towards the shoulder as this leg stays on this side of his head. We don't want this to happen. You could go for a front triangle here, and that's okay, but we have a Tarico Plata. We want to finish that right now. All right, I'm keeping a good tight grip on my thigh rather. And now what I want is I want to pop the wrist behind his back. And now I simply walk towards the head and we get our break.